Hello students, welcome to Dr. Deepa Dak's NEET Biology, and in today's session we study about the next topic of chapter 13, that is photosynthesis in higher plant. In today's session we mainly discuss about the main pigments in photosynthesis. When we study about the pigments in photosynthesis, so first majorly we discuss these three graphs. These are provided in your NCERT, and most of the time maximum students skip this graph, but the students who are mainly preparing for the NEET exam, that those students pay attention, very well pay attention on these three graphs. Actually only two graphs are there that you have to understand very well, because the first and second graph is only differ. The third graph is the combination of first and second graph, or A and B graph. So here first we discuss about these graphs, and then we come towards, along with these graph only we study what are the different pigments in photosynthesis. As most of the students are knowing that the chlorophyll A, or simply you are till today whatever you study up to class 10th, normally you studied that the chlorophyll is a main pigment, but now when we come towards the higher classes, so chlorophyll is again of different kinds. So here we study the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, different kinds of chlorophyll molecules are there, because they show the variation in their quality to absorb the light of different wavelength. So first this part you remember. On the basis of this we study first two graphs strictly. We, as again and again I am saying that I strictly follow the NCERT. So here you see that the absorption, the graph A very well you remember, the graph A is explaining the absorption spectrum of the photosynthetic pigment. Now what is absorption spectrum? When you study about the absorption spectrum, so absorption spectrum means, you remember, absorption spectrum, when you use this word, the first graph A of NCERT explaining absorption spectrum, that means the chlorophyll molecule or photosynthetic pigment absorb light of specific wavelength. So what wavelength light? So specific light of specific wavelength is absorbed by these chlorophyll molecule. So in absorption spectrum we mainly discuss that which one specific light is absorbed by the molecules. Now when we discuss about the photosynthetic pigment, so here you first clear that the photosynthetic pigments are divided into two categories. What are these two categories? So first is called as chief pigment, and the second pigment is called as accessory pigment. So mainly accessory pigments, a number of accessory pigments are present in plant, but one and only chief pigment is present. This chief pigment you remember is chlorophyll A. So here you remember the chlorophyll A is a chief pigment, and that's why in Monera, in Protista, whenever you study in Monera, when you study blue-green algae, so you study that the blue-green algae show the pigments similar to the chief pigments of the, or main pigments of the plantae. In Protista, when you come towards dinoflagellate, chrysophyta, so in those classes also, even in Euglenoideae, also we studied that the pigment of the cells is exactly similar with the chief pigment or the main pigment. So now what do we understand? Chief pigment means the pigment in plant or in green plant which predominantly required for the absorption of sunlight. So that pigment you remember chlorophyll A. Secondly, when we come towards the accessory pigments, so in accessory pigments you remember predominantly up to your level you remember chlorophyll B is an accessory pigment, and in addition to that the carotenoids are also comes under the accessory pigment. So you remember carotenoids. Now when we come towards carotenoid, so carotenoid you remember are proteinaceous pigment. Chlorophyll also proteinaceous pigment. Okay, so this carotenoid you remember, this carotenoid is further fall down into two categories. That one you remember carotenoid means simply the orange red pigment is carotene and the yellow colored pigment is xanthophyll. And you remember the yellow color of this xanthophyll because when you come towards the absorption spectrum in NCERT, so in absorption spectrum one yellow color spectrum is provided or graph is provided. That yellow color graph you very well remember, that yellow colored graph is actually, this is the third graph where the two peaks you appear in absorption spectrum. These two peak graph is of yellow color because though it is mentioned for carotenoid, but you remember the carotenoid is mainly आपका represent किसको करेंगे, the here the carotenoid representing the xanthophyll. So these pigments you remember very well. When we come towards the photosystem or light harvesting complex, so in that session we study that the chief pigment is responsible for the formation of reaction center, and these accessory pigments are responsible for the prevention of this chief pigment chlorophyll A or reaction center by the process or from the process of photooxidation. So that we later study. Now we come towards the absorption spectrum. Absorption spectrum, either you open your NCERT books also with this topic and you come towards the graph of that NCERT, and A graph here we discuss. When we discuss the A graph, so in A and B graph, x-axis generally not provided any kind of measurement. So here on x-axis for both the graph, you remember only we take the wavelength, and the range of wavelength is provided in your third graph C, that is 400, 500, 600, 700 nanometer. So same wavelength of the light we use for these two graphs also, that is for the absorption spectrum and action spectrum. The axis y here, the parameter for y-axis here you remember the absorption of light by chlorophyll. So not only chlorophyll, carotenoid also responsible for absorption of graph. Now here I am only using the black pen here because again I am saying these graphs are also asked in your even theory exam and predominantly in competitive exams, NEET. But when the questions are asking in competitive exams or in NEET, then the graphs are totally black. Colors are not there. So again I kindly request to all students, don't remember such graphs on the basis of the colors, because though you read NCERT, colorful graphs are provided, because for colorful graph actually provided to recalling the color of the pigment, but in exams the graphs are only black and white form mein. So you simply remember the conditions where the peaks are high. So one graph here you study that this is the graph where the two peaks you clearly appear, and this graph you remember, this graph, this is the graph or this is the peaks which are appear in C diagram also. These peaks you remember, this is for the chlorophyll B molecule, and chlorophyll B you remember, chlorophyll B one show the absorption peak at 460 nanometer here. You go through the one by one literature, so everything is mentioned there, or nearly here it is you appear, so exactly beyond 400 460 nanometer. After that the chlorophyll B show the second peak is appear in near about the range of 680 nanometer. So that part you remember. Second graph when you comes, So second graph here, the largest peak you appear, the largest or the highest peak. Now with this you remember the maximum peak or the maximum absorption of sunlight is by the chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A, you remember, absorb the maximum light of 480 nanometer. So maximum peak you appear in between the 400 and 500 range of the wavelength. Then the third yellow color line provided in NCERT, and here you appear the two clear peaks one by one. Now why two clear peaks are there? Because two type of carotenoid pigments we are having. One is carotene and second is xanthophyll, and for that two separate lines are there, two separate peaks are there. So this part you remember. Now when we come towards the colors of the pigment, so pigment color here you remember the chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A here also I mentioned, chlorophyll A is a bluish green pigment or greenish blue pigment, you remember. When we come towards chlorophyll B, so chlorophyll B you remember yellow green pigment or yellowish green pigment. And carotenoids, carotene is orange to red color. Predominantly carotene you observe in carrot, and xanthophyll, as I mentioned earlier, xanthophyll is a yellow color pigment. So this part you remember very well for objective exam, their pigment color also. Now the peaks you remember in this way, and the highest peak of chlorophyll A. After that the chlorophyll B show the two highest peak at different wavelength, and the third peak where the two peaks are coincide with each other, that peaks are for the carotenoid. In this way you remember this graph. Now we come towards the second graph. The second graph is for action spectrum. Now what is action spectrum? Action spectrum means when we study about the rate of photosynthesis at a particular wavelength of the light, then we mainly study about the action spectrum. So here you remember, here clearly mentioned rate of photosynthesis. For objective purpose you remember one question repeatedly asked that how you can find out the rate of photosynthesis. So at this site you read very well, go through the NCERT thoroughly. So here mentioned by evolution of oxygen. So by counting the oxygen bubbles in Ganong's one apparatus we use, Wilmot's bubbler. So in that Wilmot's bubbler we simply find out or count the oxygen bubble, and by counting oxygen bubble in a fixed time interval, suppose you fix your time period for experiment 2 to 5 minutes. So in 2 to 5 minutes you find out the number of bubbles. Suppose more number of bubbles are releases under experimental condition, that means the rate of photosynthesis is maximum. If less number, then the rate of photosynthesis is low, because oxygen is releases as a byproduct in photosynthesis, and this oxygen in experimental conditions in water or underwater releases in the form of bubbles. So oxygen evolution we count in the form of bubbles, that's why that part is mentioned. And here action spectrum when you appear, so action spectrum also show the two highest peak, that means action spectrum also proved that the two types of pigments are involved in photosynthesis which responsible for the absorption of light at light of two different wavelengths. So one light is of blue region and the another light is of the 700 to 720 nanometer. So that part you remember for action spectrum. And now when we come towards the third graph, so third graph you remember, third graph is nothing but it only mentioning the absorption and action spectrum together. The upper peak you remember, the upper peak in that graph, again over there also black and blue color is mentioned, but upper peak you remember is showing the rate of photosynthesis, that means action spectrum. And the lower peak here also you appear the two maximum peaks at the two different wavelength of light which show the absorption of light by the chlorophyll molecule. So this much you remember for the absorption spectrum and action spectrum. And in this part you very well remember the chief pigment of photosynthesis. The chief pigment of photosynthesis is a chlorophyll A, and it is bluish green in color. Next, in next session, we study about the structure of chlorophyll, because actually it is not provided in NCERT, but for competitive purpose, the structure of chlorophyll as well as the formulas of the chlorophylls are also important. So in next session we study that what is the structure of chlorophyll, what is the phytol rings, tetrapyrrole rings आप पढ़ते हैं chlorophyll के structures में. You study about the phytol ring structures. So that structures we study in chlorophyll molecule. So up to next session, all the students stay motivated, stay blessed, and the students who are joined from today, they kindly subscribe my channel, like my videos and share my videos.